Hello Pisces, thanks for stopping by Moonlit Tarotscope to get your March 2019 love reading. It is March 6th and it is the night of the first new moon in Pisces. So that is why we're going a little bit out of order, and that's awesome because you guys don't always need to be last, okay? This reading is going to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising and Venus Pisces. It will not resonate with anyone. This is a relationship reading, so this reading is going to actually pertain to whoever it was you thought about when you clicked on the video. Energies could be flip-flopped, okay? It could resonate. I could be saying Pisces, and you could be the Pisces watching, or you could be a cross watcher, and I could be saying Pisces, but that energy all can connect with you, and that can very easily happen. So I kind of say pick a side, pick a side. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a group reading, and it's not going to resonate with every Pisces in the world, okay? So Pisces, I have obviously been thinking about you guys a lot with the moon and the new moon in Pisces. My moon is in Pisces. I also did I don't know if you saw your birthday reading, but I did a birthday reading, and seriously, you guys caught one of my roses on fire, and then there were sirens outside, and I was like, wow, you guys, your energy is really strong right now, and it's affecting the whole world. People are very emotional. People are very kind of taking their emotion to a different level, and the energy to me is a little bit wacky. When I was meditating about you guys, what I've been doing is I've been pulling crystal angel cards, and for you guys we got ametrine. Ametrine is this really beautiful, I love the sunset, all the different sunset colors. It's like violet, orange, aquamarine, beautiful colors. And the card says, allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. So whether you're a male or female, please understand this is not with regards to male or female, but when I was meditating, I actually got this feeling of, I'm going to say it was almost like a hallucination. Like I felt like I was maybe hallucinating. It was hard to explain. Like I was having all kinds of visions, and it was sort of rocking me off my feet, almost like, how do I describe this? Almost scary, like, okay, I've opened my third eye, I've opened my psychic abilities, and it's taken me to a level that almost scares me as a human. So I wasn't surprised to see ametrine pop out, because honestly, Pisces, I really feel like you're heavily into your feminine energy right now, and that can actually make you feel very creative, inspired, nurturing, and all of those things, but it can also make you feel out of balance. So we need to balance the masculine and the feminine energy with you guys. A lot of grounding is needed. But I'm not saying squash your creativity, because it's off the charts right now. It really is off the charts. All right. So with all that being said, I'm going to go straight into your reading. That's just sort of my pre-meditation, my pre-shuffling, how I was feeling, what I was thinking. It's like kind of like a bad acid trip. Not that I would know. Well, actually I do know, but you know what I mean. Like you're in this really amazing, spacey, wild, mind-blowing place, and yet you kind of are crossing the line of fear to where as a human, we can't really grasp what's going on. So I get the feeling that a lot of you are feeling very spacey, up in your heads, and there's some grounding that needs to happen. There's some earth energy that needs to happen with you guys, so that you don't have that fear, okay? Because we want to work through our fears. So that is my esoteric part of the reading. So guess what? We're going to get right into your love reading, Pisces. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to say my prayers. I'm going to ask angels, archangels, spirits that come from the bright white lights, gods, goddesses, and ascendant masters. What messages do we have for Pisces? What is going on with Pisces and matters of the heart? What is going on with Pisces and matters of the heart? All right. Okay, they said flip that. Okay. Current situation, 10 of Wands. And this is in the upright. So yes, overwhelming feeling of like there's too much on your plate. There's too much to do. Again, it's sort of a flighty feeling. King of Cups in reverse. So, okay, so the King of Cups in reverse to me, and this is kind of wild that I said this, is someone that uses experimental drugs. I just brought up acid. I'm not advocating acid, folks, okay? I'm just saying the King of Cups energy is sort of, the King of Cups upright is a very creative, grounding, masculine energy and loving energy, but in the reverse, it's like, okay, I'm experimenting, I'm thinking outside of the realm that you're living in right now. Pisces is not really one that many people are familiar with. And it could also indicate a form of escapism. Like, I'm going to escape the burden of the Ten of Wands by going into fantasy land. Very, very Pisces tendencies here going on. So this may be happening in your relationship. So let's explore a little further. And then we have the Two of Coins. So yes, juggling. Okay, well, this makes perfect sense. So you guys are feeling overburdened and you're handling this by escapism, and then you feeling like you're juggling. When I see the Two of Coins juggler, you know, in the regular tarot, I think of like the guy in the old-fashioned circus, like that's standing on a ball, like trying to keep himself from falling. That is definitely the energy when I was pre-shuffling. This can be nerve-wracking, you guys. I think your energy is it's off the charts, it's off the chain as far as being creative, but it's also nerve-wracking, okay? Because of the grounding. You can't have your feet firmly on the ground. This is also must be what's going on in your relationship. You could also be in a position where you're trying to make a choice and you feel overburdened by the choice, so you're not really able to make a choice. So rather than making a choice, you're doing nothing and you're just trying to escape. But unfortunately, Pisces, that's just adding more and more on your plate, okay? Because if you were able to make the choice, you would be able to go one way or the other. You wouldn't feel so overburdened. Maybe you're trying to please too many people. Maybe some of you are in a relationship where your friends or family don't like the person you're with and you're trying to make everybody happy. To where you're the point, you know, you might be at the point where you're like, screw all of y'all, you know, whatever. I'm going to go off into my own little world and my own little fantasy, and y'all can just, whatever, you're overburdening me. So for me, the struggle here is the choice. It's a choice. This reading is going to be about a choice that you, honestly, you don't feel ready to make, or you don't want to make because you're afraid of what you have to do in order to make that choice. For example, some of you may be, maybe you need to break up with somebody and you need to do it for your own sanity. And it's not because of them. It's just that they are keeping you from making healthy choices in your life. And in order to do this, you're going to have to say something brave. You're going to have to actually be brave, and that scares you. You'd rather just not do anything, not handle it at all, okay? So this could be you or your partner right now. Definitely feeling overburdened. Passion doesn't feel like passion. It feels like a burden. So whatever is driving you right now, you're not getting the love energy out of it. You're getting the stress out of it, out of your passion project. Okay, so let's go onto this a little further. Thank you, spirits, for your messages. How are Pisces and their partners' energies aligning? And we'll dive deeper into this. We'll get more specific. Thank you, spirits, for all of your messages. I appreciate all your messages. How are partners and Pisces and partners, Pisces, partners and Pisces, cross watchers and Pisces, how are their energies aligning? I'm going to let the cards just show themselves to me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hi, Pisces. We got another king in reverse. So somebody's masculinity is out of balance. I think it's you, Pisces. I think it's hard for you to be assertive right now. It's hard for you to stand up for what it is you need in order for you to not feel so fearful. I really get the feeling that some of you guys are afraid. Okay, and then we got the Four of Coins in reverse. So Six of Swords in reverse with the King of Coins in reverse, and then the Four of Coins in reverse. So the Six of Swords. Some of you might have made plans. Maybe you made plans, and because you love someone so much, you changed your mind. Maybe some of you are living with someone, and because you weren't able to actually stand up to them and say, this is over, I'm gonna have to leave. You weren't able to actually make that move. Some of you may be wanting to move in with someone, but you're afraid to ask because maybe you feel like you don't have as much money as they do, and you feel like you might be overburdened of them. I'm also getting this possessive and jealous behavior as well as worrying about money. So a lot of you, Pisces, a lot of you may be just dealing with a situation where, let me let the messages come in. Rather than deal with your feelings of jealousy, and it's okay, you know what? It's okay to be jealous. It's normal. It's human. It happens. But it's something you really need to work through, Pisces. If you're the one that's feeling jealous and possessive, then you're the one that really needs to look at yourself and go, why am I feeling this way? Is it that they are actually doing something or behaving in a way? Or am I legit feeling insecure and like I'm not good enough? There's definitely some issues going on with finances with regards of you, with the two of you. I feel like there is an issue with moving or traveling, moving in together or separating. Okay. This movement, some of you had plans to move and they got thwarted because you didn't get the money that you thought you needed to move. Some of you wanted to move in with someone, but those plans fell through. Yeah, I'm also hearing that some of you, your partners may have distanced themselves from you because you are feeling a little bit insecure. Okay, some of you really need some grounding here. You need some practical life situations to happen with your loved one. For example, you may feel as if your loved one makes you feel safe and makes you feel grounded. And for whatever reason, whatever those choices that you have to make and you're unwilling to make it, for some of you have made the choice, but you're afraid to take the action that it's going to take to actually carry out the choice that you've made. Okay. And this is due to issues regarding movement, literally movement. Okay. Some of you may have planned a trip to see your lover and you weren't able to do it because you didn't get paid as much as you thought you were going to get paid. And this really caused you feelings of possession because you're like, I am dying to see you and you are so far away and I don't know what you're up to. Yeah. And honestly, yeah, I just heard you have to give away to receive. So for whoever this message is for, Pisces, you have to give to receive. So you're not going to receive without giving. So that's a vulnerable place to be. That is a vulnerable place to be where you're like, I've got to be the one to extend the olive branch of peace. I've got to be the one that puts the deposit down on the house. I've got to be the one that makes the commitment to move. Maybe you're moving in with them and that scares you because you have to leave one situation to go into another. For some of you, Pisces, your partner may be acting possessive toward you and you're sick of it. You want to go. You just want to leave. You're like, I've had enough. I've had enough of you. Making me feel like I'm not enough. Okay. I'm not enough to be on my own. Like for some of you, it's an independence issue. You want to be on your own, but your partner is not supportive of that for whatever reason. Wow, there's a lot going on here. There's so many different scenarios that I'm reading into this. So in a second, I'm going to do some clarifiers so we can dive in and get a little bit more specific. I'm going to ask I'm going to go ahead and do some clarifiers. Yeah, let's do some clarifiers. So spirits, please help me clarify this movement, this possession, this fear, financial fear, this fear of being unable to share. You're holding your heart too close. What your fear is, Pisces, is not that you're holding your heart too close. I mean, your fear is that of giving your heart away. That's what the fear is. You don't want to give it away because you're afraid that you won't receive anything in return. Yeah. Some of you are going to have to make the first move. And instead of making the first move, what you've been doing is not doing anything and just escaping. Okay. These are all normal. I'm not judging you. This is what I'm reading. No judgment here. We all go through this. Okay. Normal. It's hard to make decisions. And not even that. It's hard to carry out the decisions, especially when you know it's going to affect your daily life. Can you please clarify how Pisces and their partner's energy is aligning with these two kings in reverse? Clarify this negative masculine energy that is showing up in this reading. Maybe that's why you're having trouble balancing your masculine, because your masculine energy here is not right. Something's off. Clarify, please. Clarify, please, for my lovely Pisces. The Hermit card. This card is a very powerful card, and it's been, everyone's talking about the Hermit card with the new moon. This card is making a lot of sense. Okay, to me, this is more of a solution card. What else is going on, please? Ace of Cups. So there is a lot of love going on, and it's a fresh love. But if maybe you're feeling pressured, there's a time issue. And the truth is that you do need to go ahead and meditate and take time. And instead of run away from the problem, you need to face it. But you need to face it in a safe place so it's not scary. And the Six of Pentacles. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, that's wonderful. So we got the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. So, Pisces, I do believe that whatever this financial or the possessive, whatever this is, whether it's possessive of your partner or it's a financial possessiveness, I believe that if you go ahead and turn inward, the love will be renewed and everything will be fair and balanced in the end. And that is sort of like the upside of all of these cards are reversed. All of these cards are upright. Okay, so there's a dark and there's a light side of everything that's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what are the obstacles and blocks here. What are the obstacles and blocks for Pisces and their partner? Obstacles and blocks, please. I know we've discovered some of them, but the tarot is going to further clarify for us. Obstacles and blocks for Pisces, please. The Tower. This is what you're afraid of, Pisces. You're afraid of everything just blowing up in your face. So you'd rather just sort of like run away from it or pretend it's not happening. I get the strong impression that for many of you, it's like you've already made the choice. The problem is doing what it is you need to do to move forward with it. And it's fear. There's a lot of fear here. You're afraid if you're honest with your partner, it's all going to blow up in your face. You're afraid if you let your guard down around your heart that they're going to hurt you. We have the Ace of Swords. Wow. Just because I'm getting from you, is it too good to be true? Like there's a lot of you that don't trust that everything's going to be okay. And the Two of Wands. Wow, so this is a new partnership. So, spirits, why are these cards in the blocks? For many of you, Pisces, you have fallen in love with someone else, and you are going to have to share that information with the current partner, and that's terrifying. You may be wanting to move out of the relationship with your current partner because you've fallen madly in love with someone else, and you don't have the heart. Basically, you're running away from all of it. You're running away from all of it. You guys are going to have to be honest. Yeah. The thing is, Pisces, in your heart, you already know where your heart lies. It's putting everything into action and being concise and being using your own strength to move forward in your truth with whatever your truth is with your partner. This is where you're struggling, and this is why you're in a place of definitely wanting to escape. And I don't mean by doing bad things like doing drugs or drinking or whatever. What I mean is just daydreaming, blocking out what's in front of you, avoiding answering questions, holding on to your money. Your partner's becoming more and more possessive because they know something's off. They know there's something that you're not sharing with them. And so it's sort of like you're only getting in deeper here. Do you want to deny the love that you have for the new partner? I don't think you can deny it. You don't want to hurt anyone, but you know you have to hurt somebody in a situation. Someone's going to get hurt. End of story. And you're going to have to be the one that speaks up. You're going to have to be the one that speaks the truth. Wow, this is a tough situation to be in, Pisces. This is a very tough situation. If I was you, I'd probably be reacting in the same way for a while. Let's move into positive emotion moving forward. It's a new moon, Pisces, so it's a really good time to ask the universe for what it is you want. And what you may want is the strength and the clarity and the grounding that you need in order to stand firm in your decision and take the action that you need to take, okay? When it comes to love, okay? I feel that many of you are afraid of hurting another and you don't want to carry around that burden, but honey, if you love someone else, you're already carrying around that burden and you're only making things worse by pretending that it's not happening. All right. What's the best approach for Pisces? What is the best approach for Pisces, please? What is the best approach? The Empress. Really creative. Really. So draw upon your feminine energy to find a creative solution that is outside the box, okay? Four of Cups. Wow. Make a commitment and stick with it. Stick with it. Pick one and go with your heart, honey. If your heart is telling you to be with this person, you got to go that way, okay? And you've got to use your creative feminine energy to create it, be productive, and make it happen, because there is a commitment and a stability that will come your way. But you're the one that's unstable, and you're the one that's got everybody confused, okay? You guys might be mad at me for saying that, but, you know, it is what it is. I just call it how it is, lovelies. I really do. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. So we have 3 kings in reverse. What is the deal? Take your problem to a male that you trust, or a female or male that has a lot of strong masculine energy. I'm a female, and I have a lot of masculine energy. It's just part of my chart, part of who I am, but I am very much a female. So counsel with someone that's grounded to help you figure out how to move forward in a way that isn't manipulative and cruel, because by avoiding the situation, avoiding the conversation, the difficult conversation that you want to have because you don't want this to happen, you are acting in fear. But what that is actually doing is hurting others, because you're not being real with them. And so you have to escape. I'm running out of time. I hate it when I'm running out of time. I don't like to hurry. If there has to be, there's going to be a part 2 to this video. If this video totally resonates with you, you'll watch it. I'm not going to rush it. Spirits, come from the bright white light. Angels, archangels, ascended masters. Okay. Most likely outcome. We got the Hermit card again. So this is a beautiful message. We have the Magician. Wow. You're going to be able, okay. And the 5 of Wands. Wow. This is the most beautiful outcome I couldn't even come up with this, you guys, because the outcome is you're going to find what, with the Hermit, you have to become introspective. It's not just so much that you've made a decision. You need to go inward and find sort of the Zen way, the creative way, the out-of-the-box way to move forward with the choice that you've already made. And once you do that, you're going to be able to manifest, okay, the type of friendly, you're going to be able to manifest a new, lighthearted, friendly, you're going to come out of this and it's going to be a competitive, friendly competitiveness. Instead of it being this heavy possession feeling, I really feel like you're going to be able to manifest an environment with your partner. For some of you, you'll be leaving a partner for another, but for the others, this is going to be where you're going to be able to manifest a lightness, and you're going to be able to have these conversations without them being so painful to you or the other person. With the 5 of Wands here, let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Please clarify the 5 of Wands, please. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Please. Why do we have the 5 of Wands here for Pisces most likely outcome? What the 5 of Wands? The Magician to the 5 of Wands I see is very positive. I just want a little further. What is this friendly competition? What is this cute little banter about in the outcome? I really feel like you think it's going to be a tower, but it's going to be like, wow, I've been waiting for you to say that to me this whole time. Maybe they're going to react completely different than you think they are, Pisces. You got to stand outside of yourself and realize that not everybody reacts the same as you. You may be dealing with someone that has a lot of masculine energy, and instead of recognizing that and standing in their shoes and feeling their energy, you're just thinking about how you may take the news or how you might react to the, if your lover came to you and said, look, I've made a choice and this is what it is. You might find in your outcome that the Magician is manifesting. The Magician manifests from nothing. So you don't know, like the Magician is not something you can plan for, okay? The Magician comes from zero, okay, basically to me. So it's like, you know, I didn't know, like this came out of nowhere. You can't plan. The Magician is even before the plan. The Magician is even before the spark. So I guess I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like when you do go inward and you find the creative way, the right way to do this, the Magician's going to step in and make it work for you. And it's going to be friendly competition. It's going to be what you thought was going to be heavy. What is burdening you right now with the 10 of Wands is going to be light and fun with the 5 of Wands. It's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be as hard as you think it is. I'd like to ask for a little more clarification, Spirit, if I may. A little further clarification on the 5 of Wands, please. And we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. The Emperor. Wow. Cool. We got the Emperor. We have the Empress in your best likely approach. And we have the Emperor in your outcome. And we have Ametrine Angel, the Ametrine Crystal. to let you know that we need to balance out the masculine and the feminine here. Okay, you're too heavy in your feminine energy, and you need to get some more masculine energy in your aura, in your space, in order for you to do what's right with regards to your relationship. We have 3 kings in reverse. So that means the masculine in you, the decision making, the practical movement, the taking what's inside in dreamland and manifesting it into reality is off right now. So yes, pull on your feminine energy and go inward, okay? Make a choice, make a commitment, and stick to it. Everything's going to be okay. You don't have to win. Look, you don't even have to win. You don't need to win, because the Emperor is here in your relationship, which is completely going to balance out the Empress. And it's a beautiful thing. So here's what Spirit is saying, Pisces. Overall, what I'm getting is, take your daydreams and use them in a practical manner with the Hermit. Make a commitment, make a decision, and stick to it, okay? Use the Hermit energy instead of the King of Swords reverse, which is manipulative, cunning energy. Use your, literally, do what you think of, like, do the right thing. Then the universe will manifest fun and lightness in your relationship. The Emperor will be here. The Emperor and the upright. A lot of you are dealing with Aries, okay? I'm getting a lot of fire energy here. Scorpio is a possibility as well, but there is so much fire in this reading. But with the Emperor, I really feel strongly that you're going to be able to, the Emperor and the Empress together, okay, is exactly what you want. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. What a beautiful thing. You are in your divine feminine, so embrace it. I'm not telling you to not embrace your femininity. And this isn't about genders, guys. Don't get confused and don't get mad. It's the energy, okay? So there is divine feminine, there is divine masculine. That's the way it is. So when the Empress is able to balance out the Empress energy with the Emperor energy, you as a couple can be productive, okay? You can be productive and you can move forward. And what you thought was going to be the Tower is going to be friendly banter and fun. It's not going to be as bad as you think. It's just that you've got to do the right thing. And you know what, Pisces? I believe in you, and I believe that you're going to be able to do the right thing from a nurturing standpoint. Get guidance from someone that has a lot of masculine